Hello friends, welcome back to Infoshree channel. I hope you all are doing great. It's been a long time since we last met and I really excited to be back with a brand new series for all KSET and NET aspirants as well. My favorite chemistry friends who are studying in a PUC degree and MSc. In this series, we are going to explore a KSET chemistry question paper in a 360-degree. That means we won't just solve the questions, we'll understand the concepts behind them, discuss memory tricks, important exam points, frequently asked questions, and smart strategies to score better. So if you haven't subscribed into Infoshree channel yet, make sure subscribe and press the bell icon so you never miss an important updates. Now without wasting any time, let's begin to let's begin today's exciting chemistry concepts. Let's get started. Here we can see this slide. Yeah, that is chemistry about concentration. In our daily life, we are hearing the thing that is concentration. That concentration is moralitical concentration, that is different thing. And when it comes to the chemistry based concentration, it's all deals with the molarity, molality, mole fraction, mole mass percent, so on. So in this we are taken a concentration and we deeply studying about what is molarity, molality and mole fraction and mass percent. So before going to this directly, our first question: which of the following methods of expressing concentration are unitless? Yes, I can repeat. Can I? I'll repeat it once again. Which of the following method of expressing concentration are unitless? They are asking which which express the concentration are unitless. This is the KSET question, one of the KSET question. So the options are here, that is molality and molarity, mole fraction and mass percent, molality and mole fraction, and mass percent and molality. Before going to this, before going to this answer, let's study or learn about the things. What is concentration? What is this molarity? What is this molality? So that after that we are knowing that clearly, then we can solve this question is a simple way and easily. So let's start with the core level, like a in a basic level. What is concentration? I actually first in the first slide I said that concentration is moralitical concentration is different, and when it comes to the chemistry, that concentration is different. This chemistry based concentration will says that concentration tells us how much solute is present in a given amount of a solvent or a solution. This is a simple definition for the concentration. Okay, now we are came with the three words, that is solute, solvent, solution. From since we're 10 of 10th we are here that thing, that is solute, solvent, solution. But what happens when our mind will see the more things? No, it will get forget so things, so many things. So let's brush up with the what is solute, what is solvent and what is solution. Okay. Before that, one time one more time we can see that answer. Concentration tells us how much solute is present in a given amount of a solvent or a solution. So what is solute now? Solute is a substance being dissolved, the substance which can dissolve, that is called a salt. Solute. And solvent, what is solvent? Substance that dissolves the solute. Yeah, see, so substance that dissolves the solute, that is a solvent. And what is solution? Solution is that solute plus solvent. When we mix up with a solute and solvent, it becomes a solution. For example, you can see that 10 gram of salt plus 90 gram of water is equal to 100 gram of salt water. That is 100 gram of solution in this way. Okay. um, to going deep to go with the deep, we can see that solute, that is example for salt NaCl, example solvent is a water H2O, example for a solution is salt water. That is, in this way we can differentiate or can define the things, what is solvent, what is solute, and what is solution. In a solution, the solute is eventually distributed in a solvent. Okay. There are many ways to express a concentration. There are many ways to express a concentration here, that is molarity. Whenever you go to the interview or any other science background things or science function, let's say it as a science function, like when you go to the conference, we are well, we can we can see this word, that is molarity, molality, that is. And even we also know familiar with these words, but we don't know the what is exactly the definition of it. So for that reason, what I am going to do, just brush up in the things and bringing back to you to the 10th class, and I am want to understand the things what are the exactly molarity is. So let's go to molarity is. Molarity is defined as number of moles of solute present in a 1 liter of a solution. Here, see the definition. Molarity says that defined as a number of moles of solute present in a 1 liter of solution. Okay, formula is this: moles of a solute dissolve divided by of a solution in liters. Does it have a unit? Yes, it's have a unit, that is mole per liter. Is it unitless? No, it has a unit. It has a unit, that is mole per liter. So it is a it is not a unitless. Okay. For example, 1 mole of a NaCl dissolved to make a 1 liter of solution. That molarity will become 1 molar. Okay. Example explained here. That is 58.44 gram of NaCl. Okay. When it dissolve in a 1 liter of solution, the molarity is 1m. So key points are this: molarity depends on the volume of a solution. It changes with the temperature because volume changes with the temperature. Okay. Here, when you see this video, not it not come directly to your mind, that is what is differential definitions and this all. So for that reason, what you can do, you just take a screenshot of this slide, and whenever you will want to study, no, that time or when you are free time, just read the slide, you will get understand the things, because directly suddenly, mm, all will not go to mind. That's why I'm just giving that suggestion. Okay, let's go to the next question. This is a molarity. Simple things to remember: this is moles of a solute present in a 1 liter of solution. Okay. Here matters volume. Now second basic thing, that is molality. Molarity and molality, these are the two confusing thing actually, because whenever used to when I am the was in second year, I get bit of confused about this molarity, what is molarity and what is molality, because the pronunciation and same, it looks like a same. That's why here, mm, molality molality says that number of a moles of a solute in 1 kg of a solvent. Okay. What is in the molarity? Molarity is that number of moles of solute dissolves in a 1 liter of solution. But here, numbers of moles of solute in 1 kg of solvent. Okay. Unit moles per kg. There is a moles per liter, that is. Okay. We can see the formula also here. Solute is divided by solvent, that is dissolved. Also you can say is that um, unit is mole per kg. And is it a unitless? No, it has a unit, that is mole per kg, so it is not a unitless. Okay. Important facts. What is the important facts of molality? Molality is impact. Important facts are independent of temperature. Molality is independent of temperature and preferred in a colligative properties. Independence of temperature means it's not depends on a temperature because it's a having a kg. When it comes to the volume, it's dependent on a temperature. So first what we see that molarity, that is dependent on temperature, but it is independent of temperature. Okay. Oh, next third one, that is mole fraction. What is mole fraction? Mole fraction is a ratio of moles of a one component to the total moles present. Formula: A divided by A plus B. Okay. When, when it comes to experimental demonstration, 2 moles of a ethanol, 8 moles of a water, the solution becomes 10 moles. Okay. That 10 moles, for example, 2 moles of ethanol, 8 moles of water, total 10 moles. Here, mole fraction of a ethanol, when we want a mole fraction for ethanol, if they ask what is the mole fraction of ethanol, then we can calculate it in this way: ethanol divided by solution. That solution contains ethanol plus water, so 2 divided by 2 plus 8, that is 2 divided by 10, that becomes 0.2. Okay. This mole fraction has some properties like temperature independent, value value lies between 0 and 1, sum of all mole fraction is 1. These are the properties of mole fraction. Why no unit? This, when we study the previous two things that are unitless, that have a unit, okay, sorry, that have a unit, but this was unitless. Why it is not a unit? Because both are moles only. No, you see here, number of ethanol and number of solutions, this both are comes on moles only. Units are moles only, moles, and this also mole, 2 mole and 10 mole. Here moles and moles will become cancel, then it is a unitless. Okay. Quick tip: mole fraction is a pure number, no unit, and always lies between 0 and 1. So just remember the things whatever I'm saying, and just take a screenshot of this, or see the video again and again, then you will remember the things very easily. Okay. Let's go to the next slide, that is mass percent. What is mass percent? Mass percent is percentage of a mass of a solute in a total mass of a solution. That is, okay, percentage of a mass of a solute in a total mass of a solution. Let's see, it is an experimental demonstration. Weigh of a 20 gram sugar, weigh of a 80 gram of water, add sugar to water. Total solution is 100 gram. Total mass of a solution, when we have to answer the what is mass of solution, mass of solute plus mass of solvent, that is 100 gram. Okay. That calculation is here in example 2. 20 gram of sugar, 80 gram of water, total solution is 100 gram. Mass percent, when we should calculate the mass percent, that is 20 divided by 100 into 100, that is 20%. The mass percent of 20 gram sugar and 80 gram of water is 20%. Okay, just this, not in a, let's see it in a clear way. It's not a complicated thing at all. 20 gram of sugar and 80 gram of water. Total with what it become 100. In that, how much percent of sugar is there? 20%. Let's switch. That's it. We have to conclude that only. If suppose 20 in a 20 gram, there is if there it is a 30 gram sugar uh, and 70 gram of water, the total becomes 100 gram. Then the mass percent is 30%. Okay. In that way, we can understand this. Is it a unitless? Yes, it is a unitless because that only sugar and total number of sugar and water, that also become grams, and this also gram gram will get cancelled. So 100 is only used to express it as a percentage, so it has no unit, so it is unitless and it's also dimensionless. In a KSET, they may ask like that, mass percent is a dimensionless or not, or they may give a which concentrations are dimensionless. In that time, we have to write that mass percent is a dimensionless. Right? Now check each options carefully. That is molality plus molarity both have units. Molarity and molality. I said before only, that is confusing thing. That both have a unit. Okay. One is for molarity, it have a gram, sorry, molarity have a mole per molarity have a mole per liter, and molality have a mole per kg. Okay. Option 2, mole fraction and mole percent both are unitless. That is the correct answer. So if you have some doubt, we can clear it here. In the same way, we'll just brush up the things what we have learned now. So with some other points. Okay, what is temperature dependence now? In a concentration at glance, in a concentration, temperature dependent, which are the things that depends on a temperature? That is molarity only depends on a temperature because it have a solution, liter per solution, volume of a solution. Okay, volume of a solution, it have a volumes. 1 liter of a solution, we'll say that now, moles of a moles divided by 1 liter of solution, that is volume. So that become 1 liter of solution. Okay. Temperature independent, what are the temperature independent things? That is molality, mole fraction and mass percent are the temperature independence. Has no units. What are the things that it have no units? That are mole mass fraction, mass percent, volume fractions. These all are have no units because that only I said, no, gram divided by gram will be cancelled. In the same way, that is okay. The basic and important question they may ask in a KSET exams or in any other exams, that is used in a Rohr's law. Which concentrations things are used in a Rohr's law? Rohr's law, mole fraction is used in a Rohr's law. Okay. What is Rohr's law? These basic laws are there. No, we can bring it with a new series that in that series we are going to discuss about the Rohr's law and also some other important laws which are related to chemistry. Okay. Used in a boiling point evolution and freezing point depression, that is molality. Okay. Just don't get confused. Just read the things whatever they given slides, and then you will understand it in a clear way, or see the video again and again. Then you will get to know easily, because at a one time it is chemistry never come in a one time. Okay, we are trying to get you at a one time, but also the things, some things becomes the more easiest things, but it will take a time to understand the things. So it take a time. Okay, memory tricks. Mole fraction and mass percent are friends without units. Okay, to remember the things, you can take some tricks, that is mole fraction and mass percent are friends without units. Mole Mole fraction and mass percent are friends, and molality and molarity are friends because that are a unit. It have a unit, but mole fraction and mass percent have no units. So mole fraction and mass percent are one group of friend, and molality and molarity are another group of friends. For similar exams, questions are I given a three, that are which concentration is dependent of temperature. This dependence and independence of a temperature will come in a examinations way, because this is an important topic actually. That is, which concentration is independent of temperature, that is molality, as you know. Which concentration is used for a Rolle's law, that is mole fraction. Which of the following is dimensionless? I said it in a slide also. Dimensionless, it will come to the question paper, because which are like dimensionless, Rolle's law, independence or dependence. These are the things which can confuse you. So just be very carefully and very clearly the things, that is what is mole fraction, which when will come mole fraction, when will come a molarity. Just remember the things so calmly. You will get a right, you will write exams in a better way. Okay, so, and thank you for watching. We will uploading a more KSET important questions and concepts based chemistry video regularly. Stay tuned and keep learning with us. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our latest video. Okay, on this channel you will get a KSET important questions, basic to advanced chemistry concepts, MCQs with detailed explanations, exam preparation tips. So be tuned with us. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video with a excited series. Thank you. Keep learning and keep growing.